Hi, everybody. Jay Ryerse here, VP of Cybersecurity Initiatives at ConnectWise. ConnectWise is a software provider that delivers software solutions to IT service companies and technology service providers all over the world. Our solutions enable MSPs and TSPs, as we call them, to deliver solutions to small businesses like yours. Today, we're here to talk about third-party vendor security. I'll tell you, as a security professional, there's a few things that we think about and hear about all the time. First off, what you don't know can absolutely hurt you, especially in cybersecurity. We hear stories all the time about businesses that were attacked by some method. It could be email breach, it could be a ransomware attack, and the business owners are like, I never thought this could happen to us. The reality is it can, and because it can, you have the obligation to manage risk for your business. You're obviously here today to help understand and learn more about cybersecurity and what it means to your business. Now, when we talk about third-party vendor security, we're talking about not just the IT service providers or your security providers or anybody else in technology, but anybody else that connects to your network. So it could be your bookkeepers, it could be your alarm system provider, that installed your camera systems, your copier equipment, your cloud service providers, and yes, of course, your individual IT service providers. So we call them third parties because they're all third party to you, and you've got an obligation to manage that risk. Now, what makes them beneficial to you as a provider is that they can deliver you their services and spread their time out across multiple clients to make it more affordable so that you can get top-notch IT services. And that's fantastic. If you're client A, B, C, or D, and you're leveraging one of these third-party vendors, that's great. Until the hacker or threat actor comes along. See, the threat actor looks at this and says, hey, I could go after each of these individual businesses, but it might actually be smarter to go right after the third-party vendor and use their access into those other clients that they're actually providing services for. So it's really important to you to understand where the third-party vendor security fits in and what you can do. So when you're going through due diligence and you're talking either to an up-and-coming provider that's going to provide services for you, or even your current service provider today, there's a few things I want you to focus on. First off, check references. Okay? You can't ever check enough references on service providers, especially in the technology space. And make sure when you're checking references, you talk to the references about cybersecurity and what they've done for that particular business. Next, I would request a copy of the provider's cyber liability insurance policy. You have to know that they have insurance in the event that something really bad happens. We've seen ransomware payments in the millions of dollars. And if the provider didn't have insurance, that would then fall back on you as part of your due diligence. Next, I'd ask them some simple questions like, how do they secure their network? What are they doing to actually keep their network secure? And if they just rattle off a few simple things, oh, we're in the cloud, we've got firewalls, we've got this and we've got that, talk to them about the people, processes, and technology that they have actually implemented to make sure that those are the right things you would expect to hear from a qualified service provider. Next, don't be afraid to ask if they have any third-party verification or accreditation of their services, whether it be a SOC 2 report or an MSP Plus framework report, something that shows that someone else has looked over their shoulder and says, yes, we align to cybersecurity. Next, I would ask for any details behind any breaches or compromised accounts that they've had in the last 36 months. And again, if their first answer is, oh, it never happens to us, we're secure, I'd probably scratch your head because it's really happened to most businesses. I mean, by now, more than 50% of businesses have suffered through some sort of a breach or a compromise. So if they don't have any records of that, they're probably not really paying attention and or documenting it properly. And last, when in doubt, ask if they align to the MSP Plus Cybersecurity Framework, or CSF. It's a framework designed to help service providers deliver secure services to their end clients. So I'm Jay Ryerse, VP of Cybersecurity Initiatives, asking you to do your part and be cyber smart.